Welcome to the 12th week of class. That just means we have about 4 or 5 more weeks left, about a month, and we will be done with the semester. I just wanted to remind you what we did last week. We completed quiz number 8 that was due on the 6th. We also completed the notes for homework 16, which actually means that we finished the unit, which means we were ready to complete test number 4. The window opened last Wednesday, November 7th, and it is actually due by Tuesday, November 13th. Which means we're time for our discussion topic number 4. That's where I'm going to ask you to think of a moment of Zen. And what I mean by that is I show short videos of motivation to my students that I see face to face, and they different things I do. But at this time of the year or the semester, I like to encourage them to keep pushing forward, to make sure that they can do this. So I want you to take a look at the discussion, and we can see here that I've given you a couple of examples. I've also posted one that I actually give to my students, so that you can view that as well. So anyway, I wanted to encourage you to put in a motivational video, poster, quote, whatever keeps you going. Again, you don't have to create anything, just share something that you already probably use. And then the other thing we need to do is complete videos and notes for homework number 17 and 18 this week. And at the end of the week, you'll have quiz number 9 to do over homework 17 and 18, which will be due on November 20th. So let's talk a little bit about the calendar since we're getting really close to Thanksgiving. So we can see that we're here at week 12. We're going to do a couple of homework assignments and a quiz. And the next week during Thanksgiving, your test is due on the 20th, and you only have one homework assignment to do during Thanksgiving week. I'm going to see if I can post it a little bit earlier, so if you want to work on it later this week. And again, we'll make sure that we have one more homework assignment after Thanksgiving. And then we have an extra day to review for the test. Again, that might be a really good day to work on the practice tests. And then we'll have a quiz, our last quiz of the semester. Then we'll have your test open from the 3rd until the 6th, and then you'll have a day to review for the final, and we'll talk a little bit more about the final. I always try to tell my students you have like a 2-week notice. In this case, it's about a 3-week notice to remind you that to review for the final exam, you can print out your test exams that you've done in the past, and I'm just going to pick questions from the test that you've already taken. So you've already seen the final exam, and obviously not in its final form, but definitely you've seen all the questions that I'm going to ask. And then we'll have our final discussion board after the last test, and that's more for me. I'm going to ask you a series of questions of what you used and what you didn't use, and what you found helpful and what you didn't find helpful. So that way we can make this online class better in the future. So if you want to think of it that way. And then I also want to remind you of final exam week. You're going to have that Monday through Thursday to get it done. And again, we've already talked about how it's going to be very similar to the tests that you've taken for this class. So that concludes this video.